Alright guys, so go ahead and switch to the other slide because I don't want to say we're Laurel Homes Kids Club and then be like, who are we? We're Laurel Homes Kids Club. Alright, so Laurel Homes Kids Club is one of the 3 or 4 kids clubs in this school. And it's a kids club that takes place over in downtown Cincy, sort of that way. And the biggest thing about Laurel Homes is when we go down there, it's not really, your suburbs. It's more rough, and walking around the neighborhood, you're not really going to know what's going on. But there's a lot of kids there, and really honestly, sometimes I'll go to a house and we'll find even more kids. Just like, oh, I'm here with my cousin, I'm here with my buddy, and sometimes there's 8 in one house, and then really they're all just like, no, I live over there, I live over there, just stuff like that. And then so before we even head to the neighborhood, the main thing that happens is we meet over in the girls' dorm lobby at 3 o'clock. And at 3 o'clock, we'll go over what needs to be done because Kids Club this year, I'm taking over for the first time, and I'm kind of trying to get everything organized and figure out what we're going to be doing. So we figured that out. We have a quick moment of prayer because prayer is most important whenever we're going through this kind of stuff. Doing ministry in any way. And after we're done with that, we all load up. I got my car, a few other guys got their cars. We all just meet up, go to the neighborhood. First thing we do is we go to every single house that I have listed on the list and knock on them, see if the kids are home. And it's always fun. I have a couple stories. I told a different story for each time. First one was a funny one where my friend Tim Long went to a door and we were getting the kids for the houses and stuff. And a lady opens the door and he's like, hey, you got any kids that want to go to Kids Club? She's like, oh, of course, my son would love to go. And it's some 12-year-old kid. He's just like, Mom, I'm too old for that stuff. And she's just like, you're not too old for Jesus. That's one. And then another one that actually happened this week was I went to a door and there was a guy. I could totally tell that, he was high. And he had a bag of Cheetos in his hand. And I'm just like, hey, you got any kids that want to come? Because he was on the list. And he's just like, oh, dude, they're with their, he just kind of paused for they're with their aunt. I'm like, oh, they're with the aunt. Where's the aunt at? So I can go knock on her door. She's like, oh, she's not even in this neighborhood. I'm just like, okay, that's great. It's that's good. All right, so that's what we do. And the next thing we do after that is all the kids in a group. We take them over to the church, and we have a Bible story, all that good stuff. And what I'm really trying to do as we go along with this is kind of figure out what the kids like and what they don't like. Yesterday, I even asked the kids. I was like, kids, what do you want to do? And they gave me, games and stuff that they wanted to do. I'm like, oh, that's good. We'll do all that stuff. And what I'm really trying to do is, before you can even teach a kid about, Jesus, teach them some life lessons and stuff like that, they have to respect you first. They're not going to listen to some random guy that just comes and just says, this is how I live, this is how you should live. No, first thing we want to do is we really want to bond with these kids and get to know them. Right now, we're still trying to learn their names for the most part because there's just so many and they come one Sunday, don't come the next one. So really what we're trying to do right now is get to know the kids. Next one. What do we need is, I've told this to every single class and it's going to remain the same no matter what, is we need kids, or people, not kids, we need people who are passionate for ministry but also have a love for Jesus. Because if you don't have a love for Jesus, and I told every single other class, I don't want you in my ministry. Because if you don't love Jesus, then you're not going to have, his patience and his characteristics that really come with a relationship with Christ. You're just going to be yourself, and you're probably going to be times where you get frustrated with the kids, you get frustrated with the ministry, and I don't want that. I'm not going to be there to deal with that. I mean, if that does happen, I'm there and I will take care of it, but that's going to be what happens when you come, because you don't love Jesus, then that's not what I want. I want you to come, love Jesus, so then through him you can love these kids, because all these kids live a rough life, and we're here to make it easier. We're not here to, get frustrated with them and make them think that everybody's against them. We need them to know that somebody's for them. And through not just us being for them, but Jesus is for them. Because the only reason we're going to be there is because Jesus is there. If I was not a Christian and if I didn't have any relationship with Christ, I would be like, forget that. I'm not wasting my time to go do that. I would just be like, I'm just going to chill at home, something like that. So that's really what I want. And I didn't really explain the time frame, explain when we meet. So 3 to 3:15 is when we have our meeting. We leave, we get there by 3:30. There's picture of the kids. 3:30 and 3:30 to 3:45, we pick up the kids. We usually get to the church by 3:50, 3:55, and we'll have our lesson until about 4:45. and then we'll be back by 5. And then what we're doing every time is after we're done with Kids Club is we're having a meeting afterwards and really figuring out what needs to be done, what was done wrong, what we can do right, what the kids said, what other people think, that kind of stuff. So really it's what we're looking for. People not that, I just don't want you to just be there. I may be the leader, she may be the co-leader, but really we can't do this all on our own. This needs to be a huge team effort for the most part. Does anybody have any questions, anything at all?
How big is your team as of now this year?
Team right now, I said we have 12 registered. So what we're really looking for, even though there's a few people that came up to me last class period, I think I got 4 more members. So I got my guys now. Like I'm good with guys. So whoever wants to join, like, I can still take guys. So yeah, our limit is 20, and right now it seems like we're at 16, possibly more. I got a lot of people that want to volunteer and just simply come whenever they can. Any other questions?
So are you able to do that, volunteer and come when you can?
Yeah, if you want to just come every once in a while, go ahead and just come see what it's like, kind of deal. After a while, like I'm really just trying to stabilize everything. So really, I'll probably have like a place for just visitors whenever they come. So any other questions? Good? Good.